Have you ever just stopped and thought about the incredible nonstop process happening inside you right this very second? It's called homeostasis, and it's basically the silent, constant work your body is doing every single moment to keep your internal world stable. Because, well, that stability is literally what keeps you alive. I mean, you know that feeling, right? You step out into the cold, and bam, goosebumps. Or you finish a workout totally drenched in sweat. These are not random reactions, not at all. They are your body's finely tuned instruments, and they are all playing the same song, the song of balance. And trust me, by the end of this, you'll know exactly how that music is made. So, here's the plan. First, we're going to break down what this balancing act really is. Then, we'll get into the engine that drives it all, these things called feedback loops. After that, we'll see it in action with some awesome real-life examples. And finally, we'll meet the all-star cast of body systems that makes the whole thing happen. Okay, let's dive right in. The big question, what exactly are we talking about when we say homeostasis? At its absolute core, homeostasis is all about stability. I want you to think of your body as this massive, bustling city that needs its power, water, and traffic systems to run perfectly. Homeostasis is the master control system making sure that no matter what's happening outside, a crazy heat wave or a sudden snowstorm, the city inside you keeps running smoothly. Because without it, the whole system would just collapse. It is that crucial. Now, this is a really important point. Stable does not mean static. Your body isn't frozen in some perfect, unchanging state. I mean, think about it. Your temperature, your blood sugar, your pH levels, they're always shifting around a little bit. The real magic of homeostasis is that it allows for these little fluctuations, but it keeps them contained within a very specific, healthy range. It's more like a constant dynamic dance of adjustment. So how in the world does your body pull off this incredible feat? Well, the secret is in this brilliant piece of biological engineering called the feedback loop. This is the communication network that's constantly detecting changes and coordinating the right response. You know, the best way to wrap your head around this is to think about the thermostat in your house. It's pretty simple, right? You set it to a comfortable temperature. If the room gets too cold, the thermostat senses that and clicks the heat on. Once it warms up to the right spot, it clicks the heat off. If it gets too hot, it kicks the air conditioning on. Your body basically has millions of these tiny internal thermostats running all at once. And this brings us to the two main types of feedback loops. Now, the vast majority of homeostasis, like almost all of it, is run by negative feedback. Just like that thermostat, it detects a change and works to reverse it, to bring things back to the set point. But sometimes your body needs to do the exact opposite, and that's where positive feedback comes in. Instead of reversing a change, it amplifies it, pushing it even further in the same direction, kind of like a row of falling dominoes. It's way rarer, and it's used for really specific short-term events like blood clotting or childbirth, things that need to happen fast and see themselves all the way through to the end. Okay, enough with the theory. It's cool, but let's see how your body puts these incredible feedback loops into action every single day. So remember that thermostat analogy? Well, your body has a real one. It's this tiny little region deep in your brain called the hypothalamus. This thing is the command center. It regulates not just your body temperature, but also things like hunger and thirst. It is constantly monitoring your internal state 24/7. So, let's play this out. Picture it. You're outside on a really hot day. Your internal body temperature starts to creep up. The hypothalamus immediately detects this. It's like, whoa, too hot in here. And it sends out two key signals. First, it tells the blood vessels near your skin to dilate, to get wider. This brings more warm blood to the surface to let that heat escape. At the same time, it flips the switch on your sweat glands. And as that sweat evaporates from your skin, it has this amazingly powerful cooling effect. See? That is a perfect negative feedback loop right there in action. And of course, it works the other way too. When you get cold, your hypothalamus signals your blood vessels to constrict, to get narrower, keeping all that precious warm blood closer to your vital organs. And if that's not cutting it, it triggers shivering. All those rapid muscle contractions are designed for one reason, to generate heat. It's just a perfect balancing act. All right, let's switch gears. Temperature is one thing, but what about the stuff you eat? Say you have a delicious donut. That sends a rush of sugar into your bloodstream, which, if you just left it there, could be pretty dangerous. So how does homeostasis handle that? This is another beautiful example of a two-sided negative feedback loop, and this time the star of the show is your pancreas. When your blood sugar spikes after that donut, the pancreas releases a hormone called insulin. Insulin is like a key that unlocks your cells so they can absorb that glucose and use it for energy. But what if your blood sugar drops too low between meals? Well, the pancreas just releases a different hormone called glucagon, and that tells your liver to release its stored up glucose back into the blood. It's this constant, elegant push and pull that keeps your energy stable. And when this system breaks down, that can lead to conditions like diabetes, which just goes to show how critical this balance really is. So we've seen how this all works, but now it's time to meet the team. Because homeostasis isn't a one-organ show. Oh no, it is a massive, coordinated effort from a true dream team of body systems, all working in sync. Okay, the most crucial thing to get here is that none of these systems work alone in a little bubble. They are all constantly talking to each other. The nervous system, that's like your body's high-speed internet, sending lightning-fast electrical signals for quick adjustments like when you pull your hand away from a hot stove. Then you've got the endocrine system, which makes hormones like insulin. That's more like the postal service, sending chemical messages through the bloodstream for slower, more long-lasting regulation. And the language they all speak to get the job done? You guessed it, feedback loops. And just look at this incredible collaboration. Your skin, that's the integumentary system, it's on the front lines of temperature control. Your lungs, the respiratory system, are constantly balancing your oxygen and carbon dioxide levels with every breath. Your kidneys, the stars of the urinary system, are like master chemists, balancing fluids and electrolytes and filtering out waste. And the circulatory system, your heart and blood vessels, well, that's the superhighway that carries all the messages, all the nutrients, and all the heat exactly where they need to go. It's a total symphony of cooperation. So, if you take away just one thing from all of this, let it be this. Homeostasis isn't a single thing or a single state. It's a nonstop process. It's dynamic, constantly making tiny little adjustments. It's collaborative, needing dozens of systems to work in perfect harmony. And it is absolutely fundamentally essential for your survival. From regulating your breathing while you sleep to managing your blood pressure when you stand up too fast, your body is an absolute master of balance. It performs millions of these complex tasks so flawlessly that you don't even notice them happening. So take a second and just think about it. Of all the silent, incredible work your body is doing for you right now, which of its many balancing acts are you most grateful for?
Want to test your knowledge? I've got something exciting for you. Download the worksheets for this topic. They're designed to help you see how much you've learned. It's a great way to check your understanding. So, what are you waiting for? Get them now and start testing yourself. The link is in the description. Go check it out.